What's up guys, Lexus Overland here. I'm going to walk y'all through the procedure to replace your cabin air filters. It's an often overlooked but very much needed maintenance item to take care of. I'm also going to talk about a fix for water dripping on the fluoride over here. So let's get to it. Unfortunately, I don't have a tripod, so what I'm going to have to do is tell you what steps I'm going to do them, and then show you the result. So the first step, let's remove these two screws. You got one here and one there. Once you do that, you will open this, finagle it out. It's not hard. And then we'll go to the next step. So let's actually see if I can remove this one-handed. So I've removed those two screws. They're right down there. You do this, and then you just kind of work it out. So it's very simple. Now that we have the glove box out of the way, it's time to remove this panel here. To do so, we need to remove this plate, as there's a harness behind it that we'll have to disconnect from this. There's a screw up here, screw over here. Don't forget about this third one down here. Don't try to rip this off like I did and almost break it. So let's get this panel off. To do so, just get a pry tool, come in here, just pry it off like that. You've got that harness behind it. It's an airbag harness, so be gentle with it, but you'll just pry right here and pop it out. So I'm going to get the 3 screws out, pop this off, and then we'll move on. All 3 screws are out. This is now completely loose. There is a harness for this plug. This turns on the light or something like that if there is one. To get this out, you just pull it on that side. It like kind of catches right here, so that's what you're kind of pulling out of. And then it just comes right out. So as you can see, there's that plug that I was talking about. And let's see if I can do this one-handed. Oh, maybe not. So I will take that off and then we'll move on. We're almost there. So this cover right here is what covers up the cabin air filters. To get it open, you just grab these 2 things, and there you go. What's cool is you've got 2, top and bottom, because it's a very large condenser. You just pull out the top. Shame me for not having done this sooner. Look how dirty that is. And then lift up the bottom and pull it out. Oh man, I think we're gonna have to vacuum in there. Man, that is dirty in there. I'm not sure if that's gonna focus, but shoo! I should have done this a long time ago. So I'm gonna get my shop vac and vacuum that out. And then we'll move on to installing the new filters. So you can see why I said ew, because these are the new ones. I'll link the part number, I think that's it, upside down, for this filter. Denso, Toyota, pretty much shaking hands all the time. Suggestion, I purchase all filters and most of my consumables on Rock Auto because it is substantially cheaper than the dealer and your local auto parts store. Because they just don't have any overhead. It's a warehouse and some dudes running around with boxes and tape. So super cheap. I do recommend bulk orders to save on shipping, but let's get these back in. So as usual, reverse of removal. So just get that in and it'll drop down if I can do it right. So it just drops down like that. And then the second one slides up on top, and then you can put the cover back on. But before I do that, let's talk about when water leaks from under here. So there's 2 causes. Number 1, the drain on the other side of the firewall can be clogged, and then this can't drain, so it'll start to leak out. But really, the main issue is that this seal for this case right here fails. So you can do 2 things. You can buy the seal, which I don't know why you would, because the second option is to just get some Fippage or form-in-place gasket, just the generic black stuff, and run it along here where the seal is, and then you're done. When I bought this truck, it leaked on my wife's feet all the time. She hated it. Turned out to be a super, super simple fix. So that's how you fix water dripping from here. So let's put the cover back on, reassemble it, and enjoy our fresh air. All right, we are back together. Glove box works great. Don't forget to put that harness back on the back of this plate. Don't forget to plug this switch in. Down here, these screws, this little hinge right here has a locating pin that goes into this plastic part right there. So just make sure it's in there before screwing it down real good. And all screws used, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, are all the same screw, so don't worry about mixing them up or anything. And yeah, super simple job. All right, thanks for joining me on this video adventure of replacing your in-cabin air filter. Again, important, easy, much forgotten. So get to it, enjoy it. Peace.